welcome to the show. There it goes. I am going to do a couple things here to the Mega Shelter 2.0, and then I am going to attempt to build a bushcraft chair. So this should be interesting, to say the least. So the first thing I'm going to do is build a little deal to hook my, or hang rather, my pots and pans and my saw. Oh, that should be more than far enough, I think. No? Or maybe we should, yeah, let's put it out just a little bit. There. Put that down there too. Yeah, I think I got just right about here. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to tie this to this nail I just put in here. There we go. And then I made these little hooks right here. So I'm going to take and tie them every so often here. Just like that. There. And then I can hang my pots and pans and everything. So I've got 4 of these to do. Oops, sorry. My bad. Had another close call with a thunderstorm. It unfortunately didn't hit us. Oh yeah, that's going to be perfect. So yeah, getting a little disappointed with the weather. They say one thing and another completely happens, but I don't know, had me fooled. It looked like that storm was going to get us pretty good. But yeah, completely missed us. I don't even think it's sprinkled. That one's a little crooked for some reason. Oh well. And I got one more to hang. And this is just a small one for hanging my coffee cup. And yes, there are cars about today. Okay, I'm just gonna wrap this in case I need to adjust it. So I brought a little frying pan here. I got my tea pot, tea kettle, whatever you want to call it. Got my canteen cup deal. And my coffee cup, which is going to hang right there. So, yeah, I think that's pretty good right there, not? I also have my plate to hang, my bowl plate. So, there. Okay, so I'm going to put this a little bit tight. There, just a simple knot. Don't need anything too extravagant. I actually have enough that I could tie it to there too if I wanted to hang something else, but I don't need to hang anything else right now. Well, I suppose my spoon. I'll just put this right here. There. Perfect. Okay, as you can see, I put a nice rug out here. So I'm going to build a bushcraft chair. So I watched a couple tutorials. I think I said that right. this morning. I'm going to put my hat back on because I'm having crazy hair today. There we go. So I got to cut a couple of these, roughly 4 or 5 feet long. So I'm going to cut this one. This will be my measuring stick. Dang it. Dang it. I don't think I'll get 4 of them out of this tree, but I got another one. Yeah, I'm not going to get 4, but I will get another piece that I need to use. Where'd my mark go? There it is. Come on. There we go. Then, there we are. We're going to use this here. And then I'm probably going to end up having to go and get a little bit more wood. Alrighty, so there's the 4 pieces I'm going to use to make an A-frame. I did purchase a new axe because I'm going to need one. I'll set that right there. So then you have to take and cut kind of a wedge out of here. Something like that, and then I got to do the same to the next one. We'll use this one here. Yeah, we'll use this one. There. The reason you do that is you want to put these together. So I think I'm going to trim this one down just a little bit sharper of an angle. There, I'm going to do the same to this one real quick. There, perfect. So now you take and you put these together, kind of like that. There we go. Perfect. And I'm going to use the Canadian jam knot for the first part of this knot. You want this tight. You don't want to pull your Canadian jam knot apart like that, though. There we are. Okay, so there's the first part. Here, so you guys can see a little bit better. Okay, so now I got to do that to the other piece, so I will be back. Okay, so now I've got to cut one more of these. I went and got another tree, and then yeah, always be careful with your tools. So we're gonna mark this because yeah, I think I want it about that high. So we're gonna mark this because we got to notch this down so it sits square against the or flat against that, so it doesn't roll. And I'm gonna take and measure this one real quick and do the same. These saws are razor sharp, that's why I use it. And that's why I cut myself. I literally was doing something foolish, trimming a branch, and yeah. So now I'm going to take and cut this down roughly, oh, maybe a little bit more than ½ an inch. That's a little far, but it'll still work. Same with that one, and same with these. Okay, now I'm gonna set this out of the way for a second. Set this one like that. Oh, I need to make a baton, don't I? There we go. This will do. It is warm in here. Maybe I should run an AC in here, huh? Okay. That right about there. That should do. There. See, you gotta make it nice and flat like that. I'll do the same to the other side. And these little pieces like this, I'm sitting under the wood stove and all the wood chips and everything, so they dry out over time. Oops. Yeah, we want that right there. Dang it. Find my spot again. Okay, there we go. Okay, there's one. Now I'm going to do the same with this one. Hopefully this log doesn't roll away on me. I wonder if I can... Oh yeah, the ground's hard enough. And... 2. little bit further. There we go. Okay, whew, it is warm. Holy cow. So now I gotta damn it. And now it's coming untied on front here, on the top rather. That's not good. There. Yeah, once this gets all put together, it'll be better. So, there. So that's going to sit like that. I'll be back with you in just a minute. Okay, so I'm a tall guy, if you haven't noticed, so I'm going to put this up a little bit higher. Some people put it, the first one, way down here. Oops, sorry. This one's actually supposed to be down here. Some people put theirs way down here, but I'm a taller guy, so I'm going to put mine right about there. It'll be the first one, and then which I'm going to take and mark this real quick, because I am going to take just a little bit out of here so that sits a little bit flat on itself. Or flat on each other, however you say that. That's why you should always have a sharp knife. I'm not going to go too wild with it. Oops. So I'm going to use the axe on this one because it's dead. Clean it up real quick with the knife. So there, this one's going like that, so I'm going to need a length of rope because I'm going to want to tie this one really good, and I'm going to do the Canadian jam knot again because that's my go-to knot when I want something to stay together. I think this knot has another name, but that's what I learned it as, was the Canadian jam knot. Oops. There we go. There. I'll do the same to that end, or that side rather. My nice rope turned into a rat's nest. There we go. There. So yeah, that thing's really tight now. So now, this next one, I gotta go a little bit higher. Holy smokes, is it hot in here. I'm gonna have to turn that down just a little bit more. There we go. Yeah, we'll see if this fits better. Yeah, still off just a skosh. Oops. There we go. This should work. Beautiful. So, same thing, I'm gonna take and mark this real quick. Kind of put a little bit of a flat spot here. Okay, rope, check. Canadian jam knot again. Go. Should be plenty enough, I think. There we go. And then the final one here. There. So now we take and twist this around like that. Just gonna lean this right here for right now while I grab this here. Right. Well, I might be doing this backwards. I don't know. There's only one way to find out, right? Yeah, I'm doing this backwards. It's my first time. Oops. I think I might have spaced my boards too far apart. Yeah, I gotta move this one down. So this is going to be a how to and how not to video, evidently. Alright, so I went and got a couple of branches, or sticks, whatever you want to call them. I got to clean them up a little bit, because I certainly don't want to sit on that. And these dead sticks, believe it or not, are plenty strong. Who knows, I might even, oops, want to sit on that. I might even put a cushion on here, who knows. Pretty good. This one would, yeah, it was a little misshapen. So I'm gonna go grab a couple more. I'll be right back. Okay. That one's a little longer than it needed to be. All right. So yeah, we're gonna test this thing out. It's leaning back a little bit more than I think I'd like, but I can always adjust that. There we go. Whew. I am a little toasty here. Here, I'll bring the camera up so you guys can see me. Yeah, I would like to, yeah, actually, yeah, if I trim this one notch that's jabbing me in the back, this actually wouldn't be too bad of a chair. I think I'm gonna trim these. Oop. Okay, what was that? I don't know what that noise was. So yeah, I think I'm gonna trim these off a little bit and clean this notch off and that notch off. So I'm just gonna trim them right here. And right here. There. I'll take my axe. Or my hatchet, I mean. Just clean that up just a little bit. There we go. There you go, my first attempt at building a bushcraft chair. I think it turned out pretty good. I don't really need it, but I'm thinking about putting a cushion on there and maybe eventually throwing a couple of cross braces on the back, and maybe getting a stick and so this sits up a little bit higher, which I tied this rope on it. I'm going to take that off so I can make it just so this is just a little bit higher. I could adjust this again, but I don't think I'm going to. So there you go. This is Ryan with the Ryan Outdoors, and that is a first attempt at a bushcraft chair. Please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. Thank you. Okay, so just made a couple of modifications to this. I'll show you this part here first, and then I'll show you that other part. I stood it up a little bit more. Now, if I wanted to get real super carried away, I could find a bunch of branches like that and line it up, but I think it's going to be okay just the way it is. I might hang a piece of fabric in there just to give it a little bit of backing. But I'm just going to tie this into place here real quick so this part doesn't come apart, because I want to be able to pick this thing up and move it, and the way it was, it would fall apart, but this way I got a better backrest. So my farewell was not a farewell. There, plenty. So now, yeah, see, I can pick this thing up and move it around to wherever I want. So I'm gonna test this thing out one more time. Might even throw this in here. It's a little bit added. Oh yeah, much better. It is actually almost perfect. Whew! What a warm day. Actually, I don't even think I need to put any kind of cloth on the back. That's comfortable now that I got that sharp notch out of the way. So, you know, I could take and tie these down, but I don't think I'm going to have to. But I will show you guys real quick. There, so, yeah, that's going to work. So I did this, that's my fancy rug. Oop, wrong way. So I did this back here. I wedged that upright stick in there, and then tied that to it, then tied it to the other deal. And then, yeah, you can see, got that all put together, and yeah, pretty excited. So I'm going to move this just a little bit. Really almost need to bring a hoe in here or something and level this off. But, yeah, that'll work. I'm going to take and shake my rug off. Already full of sand. So I think I'm going to put this right here. As you can see, I do have to knock it down a little bit over on this side. But that won't take much. There. So there, now I can sit here and cook supper tonight. Just like that. So, okay, for real this time. This is how I built my first Bushcraft chair. This is Ryan with Ryan Outdoors. If you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button.